everybody, and thank you. You have just tuned in to Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. I'm your host tonight, Mr. James John, your favorite DEI hire. That's correct. We're going to keep doing this thing till they make us stop. I'm joined in the virtual studio with some really good friends of mine, comedians that you know and you love. First up, the man that has a million nicknames. He is not disappointed of late. This one is I'm happily married. We talking about the Godfather of Orlando comedy, Mr. Ken Miller, the married man himself. What's going on, baby?
Man, I'm good, man. My wife actually had been out of town for most of the past couple of weeks. She went out to Tampa with some friends, and Melbourne
Okay.
with some friends for a girls trip. Then she just got back from DC, and she got home last night. And I think this woman trying to kill me, bro.
Nah,
Man, my
Ken.
wife made some. My wife likes her food heavily seasoned,
Does she
and
really?
she made some fish, and just the recipe she used, bro. It was so salty. I'm like, you just trying to run my blood pressure up. Like, are you trying to kill me, dog?
Mm-hmm. Hey.
She
Can
said,
you
no, it's
silly?
not that bad. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Miguel, it ain't that bad. What are you talking about?
I
I'm
know,
like,
right?
no. What are you? I said I had to drink 2 water bottles. I had to take my cholesterol medicine after that fish,
Oh,
dog.
that's
You like
funny.
this fish so salty? I woke up, there was a deer just licking it. Like,
I was like, is this fresh water or salt water? What
Yeah,
fish
yeah,
is this
exactly.
from?
yeah.
Bruh. Oh, but hey,
For
man,
real.
check your insurance policy, bro.
Man, she
Check
gonna
your
be mad
insurance
when she
policy.
find out she ain't the beneficiary.
Oh, that's
Mhm.
funny.
That is just Johnsy and Layla. She gonna be real
Uh,
mad when she see.
uh,
She
hey,
gonna be like, why Dwayne get $10,000?
that's funny.
To make sure everything's cool afterwards.
That's funny. Oh man,
Chris Alexander gets $150. He's like, yo, he loved me.
What's his alter ego? Teddy what?
Teddy
Teddy
Valentino.
Vermont.
Vermont, there it is.
Teddy
Teddy
Vermont, baby. What
Vermont.
Teddy Vermont get?
I get
Teddy Vermont.
$1,000 just to
Look at
make sure his browser history is deleted.
Hey man, I need to
Bust
go
up in
delete
the
all
house
my
with a ski
incognito
mask
bills.
on.
Nobody
Ski mask
move.
on a gun. Nobody move. I'm here for the computer. Miguel? No.
No.
Hey, Miguel gotta keep lifting it up to wipe the sweat out.
Yeah.
Man, what you talking about, man?
No.
He got a sausage castle t-shirt on.
Yeah. Miguel, I'm looking at your shared location. You're at my house right now. I don't
ain't
know
me.
that cool, funny dude.
Hey, can I use your bathroom real quick?
Mhm.
That's funny as
Oh
hell, man.
man.
That's funny as hell. All right. But Miguel, you brought up an interesting point off camera, and I want to talk about
Usually.
it for a second. But I got something quick. Quick. Y'all settle an argument for me that I was having with a relative of my wife's. Okay. Mother's Day just passed, right? And everybody knows Mother's Day is all about mothers. I get that. But Michelle's aunt, who is a godmother to my children, thinks she should get all the benefits of Mother's Day because she's a godmother. And
I'll
thank
handle this
you.
one. I'll handle this one. Until
Yeah.
Michelle dies and she takes those kids.
Yeah.
No,
No, thank you.
that's it.
Thank you.
Now, this is my Mother's Day. These are my Mother's Day exceptions.
Okay, thank you. That's what I wanted to hear from you guys. What are the exceptions if you're not an
Bonus
actual
moms.
mother? Bonus mom.
Bonus
Yes.
Stepmom
mom.
who's in your kid's life.
Yes.
So if you stepmom and you in the kid's life,
Mhm.
and I've known people's like biological moms to be like, hey, make sure you call your stepmom for Mother's Day. Like
Yeah,
that realness
absolutely.
of them being like, hey,
Yeah.
make sure, because some stepmoms, like here's the thing. If the kid comes into your life and the kid's like 16, 17 years old, you might not even call her your stepmom. My dad's wife, Terry, is Terry. I love Terry. She's my family.
Yeah.
I don't call her my stepmom because
Yeah.
I didn't live with my dad. She was my dad's wife. But
After
if
yeah.
you move in and you're living with dad and stepmom and stuff like that, that vibe, or she's just always been a motherly part of your life,
Yes.
stepmom can get it.
Yes.
That lady in the neighborhood that was another mom to you. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes.
That lady in the neighborhood that was another mom to you. You know, your mom had it hard. It was hard to support you just alone. You know, Miss Inez looked out for you and stuff like that. If
Yes.
in your heart you feel like I am also a child of this person,
I feel you.
then yes. But man, you're not you know, and then you're not a mother because you have pets. You're an amazing
Okay.
dog
Come
owner or
on.
whatever. Because here's the
No.
deal. This is why I tell people your pets aren't your kids, and people get mad at me. Your pets are your family. They are your family. Your pets are your family. Your dog is your family. You
But not
love
your
that
kids.
dog. You would lay down, and yeah, but
Yes.
it's not your kids. I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Because when your dog dies and you get another dog, you don't throw out all the old dog toys you had, lock the old dog's room up, can't walk in there without thinking of that dog.
True.
You know, that's when your daughter dies, you do that. When your dog dies, you might get a dog who look just like your other daughter. Don't he look like Scrappy?
I've
Isn't that
seen
amazing?
that a
Hey,
million times.
give him
Yes.
Scrappy's old toys. You don't
Yes.
give your new daughter your dead daughter's old stuff. Here's Bianca's blanket. You know,
Yes.
like
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
a difference, man. There's a grieving difference. Your child is your child. The thing is, I think what happened to like the dog owner people is they're they think you're mocking their love for their pet. No, I
No.
get it,
No.
man.
No. I get it.
You
Yeah.
love your dog. You would do
Yes.
so, but the child, I love animals. I love animals.
Yes, you do.
There's a baby I don't know was about to get run over by a car, and my beloved dog. All dogs go to heaven. I got to get this baby.
Yes.
That's my thing, man.
That's
I
the
got to get this
difference.
baby.
Yes.
I got to
Yes.
get this baby. And it's not I'm team human over and it's just no.
That's a
I
human
got
life.
to save a human life.
Yes.
And you know, you're a despicable person if you do horrible things to animals, man.
Yes,
But
you
at
are.
the end of the day, man, human and so you know, dog mama, godmother, you cheated on my husband and he just dating you now. No, you don't. You're not getting
Yeah.
Mother's Day stuff.
Yeah,
Nah.
that
Nah.
godmother. That's why I'm with
That's
Miguel.
a
If you,
stretch.
yeah,
That's a
yeah.
stretch.
First of all, do y'all know anybody who's taking their god kids out their death?
No,
No.
man. No, that's
Never.
only
No.
the
I
old
don't know
days.
nobody has
No.
ever done that, dog.
No. Mm-mm. Not once. Not,
Never.
not in my 49 years on this planet have I ever
My
seen
homeboy
that
asked me to
happen.
be the god. My homeboy asked me to be the godfather of his son, and I told him we were young. I said, hey, man, I don't think I'm the one to take Junior if something happens, man. I don't think I raised him. He's like, oh, that's not what it's about. I'm like, oh, then it's fake. I don't want to be in it either. Like, because
Yeah.
I do, you know what I'm saying?
That's what it means. That's
Yeah.
what it's a
Yeah,
big
because
deal.
I want it to be old school. I want my homeboy to die, and I just roll up on a horse, and I'm like, "You Junior?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You don't remember me? I'm your godfather. Come with me, boy. We live together now." You know? And I'm like, "Yeah,
Ride off like
Yeah.
Bonanza.
yeah." Your father didn't
That's
teach you the
funny.
ways of the gun. He went soft. I'll show you, lad. First, let's work on your Greek. Eletes actos tatotres. What's that mean? Get me some Lucky Charms. You know, a man must be educated. Yeah, because Godfather's supposed to come in and be like, "Yo, I'm harder. Your dad was soft and loved you. I'm just here for a contractual obligation. I don't love you, boy. I just rode with your father in Afghanistan for 2 years. Your mama didn't even know he picked me. She thinks her brother's your godfather. You see this slice in my hand? That's the agreement we made drunk one night." And you can ask every stripper at the Driftwood Lounge. She knows. She's like, no, that's that boy. He's Junior's godfather. No, he's not. Eric is. We had a ceremony at a church. I cut my hand open and bled while a stripper lap danced us. She's like, it's real. It's real.
Hey man,
God bless
dog,
him, man.
hey dog, on everything I love, dude. I'm telling you, I think I got 27 godchildren.
Yes.
I literally got any of my
Yes.
best friends in the military. I'm the guy, and I know Jazzy and Kenny got 27 godfathers. Dog, you know what I mean? Like, but none of them are gonna take my kids if something happened to me.
No.
I don't even
Bro,
know where that came from.
Think about that. Who will actually take our kids if something happened to us, man? I know.
I'll
a couple of
I'll
people.
take Devin.
I know you would.
I'll
I know
tell you, Devin now.
Because you told Devin that already.
Yeah, I'm like, Devin, I've told your son Devin a couple times. Hey, listen, man, I know between me and you all right, boy. You soft. You soft, man. You soft you soft as White Cloud toilet paper, baby. But I got you.
Hey,
Got
I
them
picked
drones.
Devin too. Devin's the prospect. Devin's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the
Yeah,
one.
I talk to Devin every now and then too. I'm like, man, your papa ain't letting you do cocaine. How you supposed to stay up all night droning Syrian weddings? Come on, dog.
Syrian weddings, bro.
He's like, I don't want to do drugs, Miguel, because then I won't be able to sleep. I'm like, but Devin, sleep is when the dreams and the nightmares come. You don't want those. You're gonna see all their faces in them burkas. Devin, you think all of them were terrorists? Devin, you think you drone struck a terrorist water park? You know?
Water park. Still got the towels on the head. That's
yeah. What you think that was a terrorist skating rink? Devin, you cracking some eggs to make an omelet, baby. Do a little bump. Right.
Yeah.
Well, you don't want to do no blow? You gay?
That's the new thing. If you don't do anything we don't like, you gay.
Hey, a question though, back to on the Mother's Day thing. I made me think about this. Miguel, since so your father got married, but you don't call her mom. But do you give her anything for Mother's Day?
I don't, because of this. Like Terry was a part of my life and still is, and I'm really appreciative of Terry and my dad's relationship and her being part of my family. But she wasn't a mother to me. I was already 13 years old. I was not there living with my dad. I don't have a stepmother relationship as much as I have Terry as my dad's wife and a member of my family who I love and who I appreciate for lots of things that Terry's done. Like, I mean that. Like Terry's a part of my family, and I'm very happy to have her in my family. But I don't have a mother relationship, and that's what I think Mother's Day is about. And that's why I was kind of saying, if there's somebody in your life who was like the neighborhood mama, also was there for you, so you may be honoring them on Mother's Day. You know, you don't do that with dads though. It don't matter how cool a dude was. You like, yeah, man, he alright.
No, he can't be my dad. Yeah, you're right. We were so machismo about that.
And the dad don't want it either. He's like, hey, don't be giving me no gay ass Father's Day stuff. Get on that roof and get them leaves, boy.
Yo, and the jealousy of it, because like I grew up with this lady. We called her Aunt Hattie, but I called her Mama too, because a lot, like you said, a lot of black women in the hood, in the projects, you call them Mama, you would call them Auntie. You ain't calling no other dude father. Chick McAdoo ain't having that.
You ain't pop up right up on you.
Kind of like my dad, yo. Nah, Chick McAdoo, like I'm kind of like your dad because I'm your dad.
Yeah, you get to call one dude daddy, and then the rest of the times when you do that, it's because you on the Godfrey podcast. You know? Shout out Corey Holcomb.
Hey, I know dudes when their wife got remarried, they would tell the wife, hey, that's cool, you get remarried, but my child ain't calling him daddy. Like David, like, nah, he ain't calling him daddy.
He can have all the responsibilities of father, help, blah blah blah. But which is cool, because when my kids when they mom met somebody else, they never called that dude father dad. My kids were like, that's not your father, this your father.
And you a whack ass dude if the kid has a good father in the life,
and you trying to be,
man. You like, hey, the kids are like, hey, man, I have a father. He's whack. You're great, but you're Derek. Okay? Okay? Derek, I love how you treat my mom, and I love what you do for us. My dad is doing meth behind the dumpster right now, and he stole all my stuff one Christmas. That's my dad, Derek.
Hey,
you see what I'm saying?
I know we gotta go to commercial, but what's funny about that is, I know Jazia, my daughter, is not gonna get married. I already know it. That ain't in her card. Now Layla is gonna get married, and I said, Layla, who's gonna walk you down the aisle? Because her father isn't in her life. So she said, you. Who else is gonna do it?
Yeah. Hey, the other dude quit the job. Yeah, he resigned. Yeah.
She looked at me like, who else you think gonna do it? Like,
you like, so you think you my dad? No.
No, but you're still gonna walk me down the aisle.
Yeah.
I will say this, man, because my father-in-law Harry, he passed before Megan got married, and they asked me to step in for Harry, which was great, man. I
Yeah.
got to walk Megan down the aisle.
Because
Yeah,
James,
my sister was the same way. My sister, like, my brother's gonna walk me down there. Now, now her father is alive and is there, but my sister was like, "No, Kenneth gonna walk me down."
James, you pretty much helped raise Megan though, too, right?
Yeah, I
Like,
did. Pretty much. Yeah. That's one of my kids, basically. We feed them all. All right, man. We'll be right back with more of this hilarity on Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. Everybody, you are still listening to Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. I'm James John. I'm your host tonight, your favorite DEI hire. That's correct. I'm joined in virtual studio with Ken Miller, aka I'm Happily Married Today, and Miguel Colon Jr. Want to remind you guys to please support our official sponsor. I'm talking about the good people over at Kaufman and Lynn. They are your personal injury lawyers. They have been representing and winning for the good people of Orlando for over 20 years. Shout out to Jeff Kaufman, who couldn't be with us today. He's doing other stuff, people. Now, Ken, you said you had something else you want to talk to us about real quick.
Yeah, man. I got a compliment from my brother last night on the phone. So we made a pact that since we're losing so many people lately, that we want to always talk to each other once a week. That's our new thing.
That's a great rule, by the way.
Not text. I mean, literally call each other.
That's good.
So anytime my family talks, man, and you know how it is in the Black and Hispanic community, we always reminiscing. Remember when, and that's my brother. So my brother's telling me all these stories. Yo, Kenna, remember that time that dude said I stole his chain and I pulled a knife on him, and you came out there and threw a wad of money at him. Was like, my brother ain't gonna steal no chain. Go buy your new chain. I said, yeah, I remember that, man. Yeah. Like they remember all this bad stuff.
Yeah.
And kids say, I remember you actually took the chain.
And I remember, you probably did steal the chain. I just gave my Parker Brothers check away
because of you. Yeah.
So I always had this notion with kids. I always tell them to move away from where you grew up at. I feel like if you get away from where you grew up at, you're going to do a lot better. So I was talking to my brother yesterday about, my brother, like I was the savior of the family. Like I moved away, I became successful, I'm doing good, I own a home, 401k, all this stuff he's giving me props on. He says, but man, if you stay here in Greensboro, you would have been probably the biggest drug dealer in the city.
Oh, wow. What? Why you gotta wait
do
a
nothing
minute?
else?
Wait a minute.
He was like, yeah, you would have had like spreadsheets or PowerPoints.
That's funny.
You would have had this thing automated. I'm talking about you would have been Nino Brown to Greensboro. I said, so I couldn't have been a doctor.
Hey, yeah, you would have had corporate retreats for your cartel. Like how to maximize sales.
Guys, we're about to move on the Nunez crew. We're about to take the West Side projects. But before that, I think we got some May birthdays. Get the cake out, Steak. Get the cake out, Steak. Oh, man, I love birthday day in the office.
Hey, man. But Miguel, when I tell you, I laughed so hard. I was like, his name Abram, but we call him Rock. I said Rock. So I couldn't have been a lawyer or a professor. You would die. He said, we sell drugs up here. That's what we do.
That's it?
He's like, no, you would have been
good at it, bro.
Owned Parker Brothers chicken.
That's funny. Been moving it out of there, man.
So I don't know if that's a compliment.
Yes, because here's where it comes from. Rock, he's taking the only level of success he knows locally and saying that you would have dominated that. Because Rock's not thinking that people could be lawyers, people could be not people from the projects in Greensboro that he came from. So Rock is like, hey, Ken, I know you wouldn't have made it as a rapper and your ball skills were but son, you'd have moved that dope.
You would have.
And if you were a woman, he's like, hey, you would have been one hell of a nurse.
Yeah, but not a dude. He's like, bro, you would have all the drugs. I'm talking,
bro.
All
man, I laughed about it all night. I said, man, because I was thinking about stuff to talk about, and I was just like, this dude was straight drug dealer. It's like straight, nothing else, straight dope deal. He said, when he said, because that's what we do up here. Don't nobody do nothing else in
Greensboro. Hey, it's only Parker chicken and drug dealing. That's it. That's the only two enterprises there. And you get fried fish.
You know what's funny too, man, is when people you love who were good growing up and stuff like that, but they also swear, and they don't mean this in a bad way, how like influential to your comedy career they were. They you
Uh,
know, many people try to tell me, they're like, hey, you know, I was the one telling you since day one you should be a comic. I said everyone was.
yeah,
I
Yeah.
was scared. Okay, okay, that's the truth. Because I didn't
yeah,
start comedy till I think I was 29 years old when I started comedy.
Same with me. I was 29.
Yeah, and everyone I've ever grown up with was like, "Hey, man, get up there, do comedy, do comedy." I was scared. I
yeah,
didn't know what to do and how to do it, and I didn't want to learn. I was afraid. But now people are like, "Hey, you know, I'm the one." Remember that one time we were at that party, and I was like, "This boy funny." I was like, my whole life I've been hearing that.
but
So I appreciate it because I'm like, I know where it's coming from. You, when you see me do comedy and become successful as a comedian, you feel attached to it and you're proud.
yeah, yeah. But there's people that we all know. I don't speak for everybody. In my life, I'll say this: there's people that I know that I've encountered that love to take credit for any success in your life. I'm like, bro,
Windows 7,
that
man.
wasn't you.
Yeah. Oh,
No,
yeah.
man. Bro, me lost all this weight, man. Remember that one time I called you fat? Yeah, man, that was all me, bro.
I do remember that, Michelle.
Yeah.
Hey.
I know so many people like that. No matter what good thing happens in your life, they will take credit for it.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
bro.
For me, when it comes to the comedy, my brother Reggie would tell everybody it was me. Man, I told Kente to get that mic. And my father was to say, my father chick was like, yeah, I'm the one told him. And tell you the truth, if it was a white teacher named Miss Barnhart in the ninth grade that really got me to really want to do stand-up. When I didn't bring my science project, she says, okay, cool. Well, since you always doing this class clown, you're gonna do 10 minutes of stand-up in the ninth grade. And I did. I just talked about whoopings and how my best friend Corey was fat.
Chick
That's
McAdoo.
That's fine, hey, man.
Chick McAdoo's rolling and he's trying to get out of his coffin right now, hearing that. It wasn't that white woman. It was me, boy. It was me.
Is this the same experience you guys have with everybody from your past though? When they ask you what you do now, and when you say comedian, they're like, I knew it. Like it's not a surprise.
But it's a fact though. They knew it.
Yeah.
They knew it. They knew it. If I told them that I was a pediatrician or a licensed therapist, they'd be like, for real? Why?
That's what you're doing? You successful?
You like kids.
Yeah.
You a baby doctor now? What?
Ew.
For real? That's gay now.
Yeah, baby doctor. Why you hey, pause. Babies? Because you want to see naked babies? What? No, I want to see naked nobody. You don't want doctor and ill.
That's
ill. Oh, pediatrician cutting the umbilical cord, looking at baby dinks.
Ill. Dinks.
Ill. Ken Miller. You should have just been a comic. I ain't know you was on FC's Island.
Yuck. Hey, real talk though. When I go home, man, everybody's like, man, I knew. But when you're one of the few people from your city that become successful, and I don't mean like in a famous way. I mean like you're just doing good. You got a good job. Your family's good.
Yeah.
Like they're really proud of me in Greensboro.
I love that.
Like that city is really, really, man. When I won Steve Harvey, bro, they did a whole newspaper article about me. I don't even live there no more. I don't even live in Greensboro no more, bro. Greensboro News and Record called me and interviewed me. I don't even live there no more, bro.
I'm gonna tell you what happened, man. Like the mayor of Greensboro was in a sex scandal. He said, wait, hold up. What we got? Kenneth Miller. Look at you, son. But why we focusing all this negative attention on me and my black babies? Man, we got an honest to God celebrity star in town. Listen, what I'm gonna do. We're gonna make Wednesday Kenneth Miller Day, and we're gonna shut the government down. Isn't that the day your trial's supposed to start? It can't wait. We got a real honest to God. You know he's a war hero.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't talk about that in your newspaper. Woo! Well, what a good day. Anyway, I'm gonna go out to the Cayman Islands for a little bit. Mellow and
Cayman Islands.
I'm gonna take my 14-year-old intern so that he can learn. What a story. Kenneth Miller from Parker Brothers Chickens. Man, I'm gonna tell you this too. Off the record, I just want to got him into comedy.
Yeah. Never met this dude. Yeah.
Hey, James, so James, you from Tallahassee, right? Gainesville,
Tallahassee, Florida, baby, all day.
Hey,
Yeah.
is that the same for your city? For you, how
Absolutely.
people feel about you?
Especially my family more than anything. When I go back home, they tell people, they exaggerate on your behalf. Like, my cousin right there, that's my cousin. Yo, he a superstar. He on TV. He's done this and that. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm not a superstar. They're like, why would you say you ain't a superstar? I'm like, well, I won't tell you. My bank account will. I ain't got superstar money, bro. I am not.
Let me tell you why I'm not a superstar. Because you're telling people I'm a superstar instead of them knowing I was a superstar. Like Beyonce doesn't go places and people are like, yeah, that's my cousin Beyonce.
Yeah.
She's a singer and a country artist now. But that's my
but you can't tell nobody from the country if they know somebody that's been on TV or radio or anything like that. No, you famous, you a superstar, and they are so proud. But yeah, my family's like that, Ken. Especially like before my grandmother passed, she would tell everybody, my grandson on TV, my grandson a comedian. He's so funny. Yeah,
like Big Mom, I've been on TV twice too. Yes, on Cops. Stop, Eric. Stop making it all about you. Hey, but that one episode, I look good.
Hey,
yeah, I look good.
It's crazy because Miguel, you a military kid.
Yeah.
What city do you claim?
Bro, I was born in New York.
I was always
Brooklyn,
curious
in
of that.
Staten Island.
Okay.
But my last high school years were in Charleston, South Carolina, and that's the place I stayed in high school. And I feel like high school is the only place I have to really claim a city because that was it, And so Charleston was a great home to me. That's where I made some of my last real good long friends that mattered a lot to me and stuff. And it was a cool place too, because it's a city. It's a fun vibe. It was a little melting pot city in the South, and it was a fun vibe being there. And I tell you this with my family though, like my parents are real proud of me. My sisters are proud of me and stuff.
They are.
But the same way I know it is for you guys and your family, they're proud of you. But then if you start talking too much, they're like, all right, don't get it in your head. You're not that big.
Oh, yeah, they're going to keep you. Yeah, they're going to keep you.
I just told everybody my son's on TV. My son did this. And I was like, hey, actually, I'm doing this project with Ric Flair. Oh, you need to do a project in the yard right now.
Yeah. They don't care.
Hey, Miguel, I'm at home. Everybody, this is my brother Kenna. He famous. He on TV. Hey, Kenna, can you go to the store? We need some bread.
Yeah.
What kind of bread? Like
you ain't
bread?
too famous to get bread,
Yeah.
I tell you this one too, though. I have this. I know about to rap, man. It is my curse in my family. It's middle child syndrome, though. My sisters will be telling a story. And I'm listening, I'm asking questions. I'm like, Melinda, wait a second. So you were in Charlotte and then blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah. And I'm like, that's so cool. And I'm interested. My family's all interested. We love each other. But I swear to God, I start telling a story. I'm like, hey, me and James Young, man, we was with Burt Kreischer, Ric Flair, and Wesley Snipes. And we were all talking about this. And my mom will be like, hold on real quick. Melinda, is the cat in the garage? And then I'll just be like staring at them and they'll be like, go on. And I'm like, okay, so blah, blah. And then mom will be like, real quick. So the cat's not in the garage? Well, we need to put the cat in the garage because at this time I put him in the garage. And literally they'll get a conversation and then it'll be done. I'll just be sitting there and then it's just done. And then my mom will be like, oh, did I tell you? Miss Gloria's got an avocado tree. And I'm like, cool, man. Cool. Let's go back to your story.
Love avocados. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Oh my God.
That's funny.
That's so funny, bro.
Yeah. That's my kids.
Man.
That's my kids. My kids are not impressed by anything I've done
ever
in my life. They are not impressed.
Hey, anytime they stop listening to a story you want them to hear, be like, all right, I'll give you a deal. I can tell you this story about how I booked the cruise, or I'll tell you the night me and your mama made you.
Oh,
heads up, it was an afternoon behind a CVS.
And Devin's like, I gotta hear this again.
Devin's like, I told you, Dad. When you tell me that story, it puts me to sleep. So come on.
There you go. All right, guys. On that note, great note to end this segment. We'll be right back. Got to pay some bills. Y'all don't go nowhere. We'll be back. Real Laugh, Real Radio, 104.1. Welcome back, everybody. You are still listening to Real Labs on Real Radio 104.1. I'm your host, Mr. James Young, your favorite DEI hire. That's right. Join the virtual studio with Ken Miller, aka I'm Happily Married, and Miguel Colon Jr. Don't forget to follow us on all the social media accounts, Instagram, Facebook, and now YouTube. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I need you guys to like, comment, and share all this hilarity so we can keep this comedy train going for another 9 years. Now, Ken, you said you had something for us, brother. Hit us with it.
Yeah, man. I'm a news guy. I've been watching the news a lot lately, man.
Yes, sir.
And you know how it is with social media. When you get into the news, they just start sending you the craziest stories. Like
a wormhole.
Y'all know, last night we talked about the story of the little kid ordering the lollipops. But I don't know if you heard the story about the dad who's upset about spending $1,400 a day at Disney.
Oh, that's light work. That's light work. 1,400.
He said it was him, his wife, and his 3 kids. $1,400 a day was the price tag, and he says, "I'm sorry, it was not worth it." And I go to you with this, Jane, because you theme park more than us.
Absolutely.
Is Disney worth $1,400 a day?
Yes. Okay, I'm going to run you through everything why it would be good. First off, okay, your kids, the joy that they're going to get going to Disney, period, just being able to tell their friends they went to Disney is going to be huge for them. They're never going to forget that. Here in Florida, we take it for granted, Ken. We think everybody goes to Disney, right? Because we live here. But you're talking about people who come from other states who've saved up almost 10 years. Imagine that, saving up almost that long to come out to a theme park. So yes, it's going to be worth it for the joy and memories your kids are going to have. And yes, Disney is expensive, period. Just to get the tickets, you probably spending for one day, you're probably getting a park hopper for all 4 parks. That's going to be $200 per person. You said it was him, his wife, and 2 kids?
3 kids.
3 kids. Oh, so it's already $1,200. Yes. It's going to be that expensive to go to Disney. Then you add on food, you add on drink, and he probably was there from opening to close, and you got to eat and drink all day. $1,400 is light work. I have spent that going to like Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios, man. It's just, if you want to have a good time at a theme park, unfortunately, it's going to cost you. So yes,
I'm gonna go on the opposite side of this.
Please.
Man. I ain't gonna spend $1,400 on braces for you. You just got a crooked smile. You're gonna have personality. Look at J. Cole. He turned out all right. You're just gonna have a Nas tooth. Guess
That's
what?
funny.
You know?
Hey, Nas and J. Cole both fixed their teeth later on.
They did songs
the kid got his chip tooth fixed.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Man, that's so much money though, guys.
It's a lot of
money. And I mean, I get why it costs that much, but I don't know. I don't know if
Miguel,
that 1,400, yeah.
You're about to go with your family.
I know, man. I don't want to be there. Yeah. You think the money I'm about to spend? I'm gonna be like, what a day we had.
Yeah.
No, it's
Wait,
just,
Miguel, you about to go to Disney with the family?
Monday, I'm going to Epcot with. We're taking my sister. Is my youngest sister Patricia's birthday, and she wants to go to Epcot, and we're gonna do Epcot and dine around. Well, basically, man, I'm gonna just throw this mouse money like she's my sugar baby for teases. The mouse just gonna tease me like, "Ooh, daddy, I wish I could. I wish I could. Next time. That's why you go spend $1,400 at Carowinds. They're like, hey, dog, build a roller coaster. You just threw $1,400 here. Hey, bro, what you putting that lap bar down for? You just spent $1,400. Ride it the way you want. You know, you go spend $1,400 at Carowinds. They like, hey, man, check this out. The Ken Miller coaster today, baby, is named after you. You can smoke a blunt when you ride it. We don't get money like this around here. $1,400 at Disney. Think about it, man. I'm at $1,400 to still wait in line and not get to do everything.
Oh, yeah, that's going to happen. That's going to happen.
Yeah, if I got a $1,400 prostitute, we're doing it around the world. Okay? Okay? You're going to be like a bowling ball, you know? Just
yeah.
Yeah.
But my point is this, $1,400, he's like, bro, it's a lot of money. Yes, it's a lot of money. Is it going to be any cheaper? No, it's not, bro. That's just what it is, man. Hey, if you can find something your kids want to do that's cheaper than $1,400,
the beach.
Dude. You know what's crazy, bro? This is 100% real talk. I have never paid to go into Disney or Universal because I've always known somebody that worked there.
Yes,
I've always got a hook up. I've always known somebody that worked at any park.
we take that for granted because we
Yeah.
Floridians. We got a hookup. We all know somebody, man.
This will be the first time I've paid for this trip because they want to do it on time where I couldn't get the hookup through. I don't. No.
Go ahead, Miguel.
No. What were you gonna say, Ken?
No, I know. Like my kids did have the passes, but they mama paid for the passes, and I would find. I'm like, yo, who work at Disney this week?
Yeah.
You know, my dad.
Let me get a couple hookups.
My dad has ticket stubs from I want to say 88 or 89 when he took us to Disney World the first time, and the tickets were $20. Now I want to see what $20 was in 1989. Like what was the
ratio? Yeah. What it be now? $20 in 88 was a big deal.
$20 in 88 was the equivalent of $51.
That's cheap.
Yeah,
it was cheap back in the day, man. It ain't even close to that. It's like, and I think the $199 I quoted y'all, that's the what do you call it? Florida residence price. It's Florida residence. So yeah,
it was $29 for adults and probably $20 for kids. So that's what it says here in 1989.
Damn.
So yeah, the old man, he was bitching. He was like $20
for these kids.
I could get 3 quarts of port wine for that.
Port wine, not port wine. That's funny as hell.
Now, James, do you like theme parks?
Yeah, but see, don't ask me because I love theme parks, Miguel.
What is it about them that you like, man?
I'm gonna sound like a big old geek, but it's just the pageantry. I love the fact that they
geek isn't the G word I would have used, but okay. We go live to Corey Holcomb. What do you think about James?
I love seeing something that's not like the fact you can walk down a street that looks just like New York and that's not really New York. The fact that they could fabricate and make something look and feel real, but it's not. It makes
that's what I say about Thai lady boys.
It didn't start out looking like this.
Hey, Sebo's a fan too, right?
Oh, God, he collects the pins.
He does.
He was one day showing me the pins, and I said, "Hey, do me a favor, man. You can't show nobody this. Like I'm already fighting enough fights for you on these streets. I can't let them know you also be collecting pins."
And I actually like the rides. I like attractions. I like rides that are immersive, meaning I've always been a fan of this intellectual property. And the fact now that I can go experience it as an actual attraction is cool to me. Like if you've never been on the ride, Rise of the Resistance for Star Wars, you feel like you're in an actual movie. The ride is that advanced. So the fact I get to experience stuff like that, like I'm a huge Marvel fan. I can get on Guardians of the Galaxy and it's such a great roller coaster. You feel immersed in that actual universe. I really enjoy that. And for me, it's worth it. And I got a wife who loves the same thing. So that's where you usually find us. When we ain't at the movies, we're at a theme park, man. That's my joint. Take my money. I love it. Absolutely. Take all my money. I'm gonna keep doing it.
Hey, not me though. I'll go, but I ain't getting on no ride.
Kid, bro, you know how afraid I was, right? Bro, you know I was terrified of rides. If I can overcome, and I was the biggest chicken in the planet, Ken, you can get on some rides. You won't get on no rides? Like there's not
I ride it. I can't if it's looping, I don't like loops.
You don't like loops. Okay.
I don't like the loop. And I can't stand the ones where you go in and you strapped in and it's the virtual reality.
Oh, you don't like simulators.
You're floating, man.
You don't like that?
Man, that one, man, I went on the one with my wife. I was just like, man, the Avatar. I was like,
that's a great ride, man.
I said, you hate me, bro. I said, you
hated it?
Oh, I don't like that.
That feeling.
That feeling. And I already hate heights. And I'm thinking, and even though I know I'm not high up, I'm just sitting there. For some reason, my mind is like, dog, we falling.
Is there any theme park? That's funny. Is there any theme park ride that you love? You got one?
Yeah, I like the Transformers and Spider-Man. I like those type rides.
Okay, those are good. When
you're just in the little car thing and then you're moving and
Transformers is one of my favorites. That's my
I like them type rides. But if a roller coaster or one of them virtual reality things,
you don't like it. What about like Confrontation? Like it's not even called that anymore. Like Skull Island with King Kong.
Yeah, I think we rode Skull Island. I think we did that one. I like that one too. Okay. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, because you had the dinosaur or whatever on each side.
On each side.
That one was cool. But once again, we ain't looping.
You're not
As long as
losing.
we ain't got to do no loop-de-loop or I'm just falling out the air. No, dog.
So
No,
I
dog.
could not get you on Velocicoaster.
Oh, hell no.
Got you.
No,
Damn,
not the
Ken.
biggest drug dealer in Greensboro. No, you can't get me on no damn Velocicoaster. I can't even say it, Velocicoaster. You ain't getting me on the Velocicoaster.
He said butane.
You can't get me on no butane, baby.
Butane.
Not doing that.
You get Haitian when you say butane. It's butane.
Yeah, get that butane.
Butane. I
Hey,
love
bro,
the
$29.
Yeah,
That's
$29 tickets.
insane, dog.
Yeah.
It's crazy because I went to Chipotle the other day, and I remember when I got stationed in DC in 2020, a Chipotle burrito or a Chipotle burrito bowl was like $5.25. And the only reason I
not
know this
2020.
is because
When was this?
2000. My bad, 2000.
Yeah.
It was $5.25, and I think the bowl was $6. The reason I remember this because I used to always do the run. So people would give you cash and be like, hey, this is before everybody was using a debit card. People would give you cash. We would fax our order into Chipotle. Wow. I would drive from DC to Virginia, go get it, and I kept all the change.
That used to be the deal.
Bro,
that was the deal.
A Chipotle burrito right now, I think it's $12.
Yeah,
it's like $12 or $13 for a burrito bowl right now. It's like
hey,
double the price, bro.
You made me remember something, Kim. Back in the day, if you did the food run, there was no credit cards people would give you. Well, if you got cash, the deal was you got to keep it.
You didn't get no change back.
Yeah. Also, one of the deals was you fly, I buy. Like you got. My dad always says to the day, like when I come visit my dad or something, and I'm like, "You want to get some Chinese food?" He's like, "Hey, you fly, I buy." I'm like, "Okay, cool." That used to be the whole thing, man. Yeah. You fly, I buy, man. You go get it, I go pay for it. You know.
That's nice,
dude. That is 100% fact. You fly by. Yeah, to this day, yes, sir.
I love that. That's a great rule, man. That's a good one. We got 2 minutes left, guys. I want to give you an opportunity to tell everybody where you guys gonna be performing. Ken, you got some dates? You might have some potential dates.
Yeah, I'm opening for Godfrey this weekend. We shall see. And like Miguel said last night, we are on the Monsters Comedy Show on the 22nd. Man,
nice.
Ryan Holmes will be headlining, and me and Miguel will be on that show. I was talking to Ryan Holmes about it, and he's like, "Yeah, we always love to have you guys on the comedy shows, the Real Laughs crew." Yeah. So it was cool that we got added to that. And then the 30th of May, I met Black Hammock in Oviedo.
Nice, man. That's Adam Snare, right?
No, Helmet. I can't say his name. Yeah, he got like a name with 2 dots above the E or whatever.
That's Helmet.
It's pronounced butane.
Miguel, what you got going on this week, brother?
Like I said, 22nd, I'll be with Ken at the Monsters of Comedy, and the 28th, I'll be at Christy B's show at the Breakers in Daytona.
Very nice. I'm trying to see where I'm gonna be.
Be where Michelle tells you you're gonna be.
Pretty much. That's it. You ain't lying.
In that room with the gimp mask on.
Oh, not again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Gucci pie ain't gonna eat itself, boy.
That's funny. It's like you were there. Tuesday. It's already passed. You guys are sorry. That's already happened. You saw me in Unico's on Tuesday.
Ass.
Friday, Winter Circle. I'm gonna be hosting the Newlywed Game. That's right. We make fun of people who are married. That's gonna be fun. You guys want to check that out? It's going to be in Lakeland at Winter Circle, my favorite bar. Saturday, I'm going to be performing at the Deerwood Castle in Jacksonville. Man, I can't wait for that. Me and Ali Flores. Of course, if you guys want tickets, just go to my social media and you can get them. Thank you guys for always listening to us out there. On behalf of myself, Mr. James John, Mr. Ken Miller, a.k.a. I'm Happily Married, and Miguel Colon. And don't you forget about the junior because he knows who his daddy is. Thank y'all for listening. We will see y'all next week. I'm sorry, we'll see you tomorrow, as a matter of fact. Ken, tell everybody what to do.
Take your ass to bed.
And McKean is still gay. We out.